Hey Aquarius, welcome to your love reading for July 2018. This is Elizabeth on channelguidance.com. I've already shuffled the decks and you did have 3 jumping cards. Let me show you what they are. The first card that jumped for you is the Two of Cups. I'm just going to show you everything that jumped and then I will tell you what I'm getting from them. The Queen of Pentacles. You also had the Seven of Wands. So, what I see here, the Two of Cups, this is, a strong bond between two people. This is a card of kindred spirits and soulmates. So you may really feel connected to someone right now. And this person could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. But you also have the Seven of Wands, which means that there's a need to confront. Now, I'm getting 2 things from this. It could be, there's something going on with your partner where you're not okay with it. There could be, lying. There could be something that's on your mind. The Seven of Wands is saying you're going to have to be really brave and really just speak up for yourself. This is kind of, drawing the line where something's going on that you disagree with. But it can also be, because there's a person in between these 2 cards, it can also be that someone is interfering in your relationship, in your soulmate relationship, and there's a need for you to confront. This is a confrontational energy. So these were just jumping cards. I'm going to put them back in the deck and we'll see if they come up for you or something similar. Let's start with this deck and get 9 cards for you. This is a love reading for the sign of Aquarius for July 2018. You have the Page of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius. 6 of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius. Ace of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius. 8 of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius. 9 of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius. The Lovers. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius. 7 of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius. The World. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, what's the most important message that Aquarius needs to hear from this deck for July 2018? And the card that you have is the Emperor. So this is about stability. This is, it could be that you feel like your relationship is up in the air, your love life is up in the air, and you don't really know what's going on. You do have the Seven of Cups right here. The Emperor, this is about you taking control of your love life. If there's something that you don't like, going on in your relationship, it's time for you to take back your power. Remember that you did have the Seven of Wands, which is not here, but it's kind of a similar energy. The Seven of Wands is confrontational energy, and this is the energy of you taking control. So there could be something troubling you in your relationship, in your love life. This card is saying take back your power. Okay, so we'll come back to that to see how it ties in with the rest of the reading. Let's look at the first row. You have the Page of Wands, the 6 of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. So the first card is the Page of Wands. The first card's always really significant. And, it's always a very strong message. And it's a page. The pages have to do with communication. So this can be some type of communication headed your way. For those of you that you're hoping to reconnect with someone from the past, the Page of Wands can be, that phone call you've been waiting for, that text message. This is good news. It's always good news. But the Page of Wands, this also means change. It's time for excitement when it comes to your love life. It's time for you to look for your own happiness. This is the energy of looking out, going and looking for your own adventure when it comes to love. I feel, and this ties in perfectly with the Emperor. When it comes to your love life in July, you're going to have to take control. If you do that, good things will happen. Again, this is you, maybe looking for a relationship or trying to create change in your current relationship, especially if things are not so good. The next card is the 6 of Wands, which is the energy of victory. This is getting past any obstacles that have been troubling you and your partner. But it does start with you, being determined to create change in that relationship. This is you initiating that change. This also leads to a new beginning for you. So it could be, looking for a partner will lead to you finding a partner. But it can also be with the Ace of Cups that you can rekindle a relationship if you really take control. Again, with the Emperor as the most important message. It could be that if you're separated from the person that you love, if there's been a separation, talk of divorce, that you're going to be the one that has to reach out to the other person and tell them that you want to stay together. There's just the energy of victory around you initiating change, you going out and doing what you have to do to make this happen. This leads to a new relationship or rekindling a current relationship. Now, in the second row here, you have the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Lovers. You know, so it's kind of like, you know, a similar message. I mean, it's kind of interesting. The Eight and the Nine of Pentacles side by side leads to the Lovers. Commitment, marriage. This is, you know, a long-term relationship that will be in your life for many, many years, if not permanently. There's a lot of work to do to get here. And some of that work involves you. So, I mean, again, this is tying into the Page of Wands, also to the Emperor. I feel like, you know, you're going to determine what happens in your love life in July. It's not going to be some outside mysterious force, you know, God, your angels, whatever it is that you think. It has to do with you. The Nine of Pentacles, this is a card about you being really self-confident, you going after what you want, you feeling, you know, really in control of your life. Again, the Emperor. So I feel like you can fix a relationship, or you can help your partner kind of figure things out. But also the Nine of Pentacles is a message that you need to feel good about where you are in your life. And it could be, I mean, seeing the Eight and Nine of Pentacles, that in order for you to build this relationship up, you need to be in a good place first. So if you're not feeling really good about, you know, what's going on in your love life, or there's other things going on in your life, it could be that that has to be taken care of first. You have to feel like you're in a good place first. The Nine of Pentacles is all about you and feeling good about where you are. Because if you're not feeling good about who you are and what you're doing, then that's going to carry over into your love life. And this is what is at stake. A long-term committed relationship, if not a marriage. A lot of work to do. And some of this involves you, work on you, but also feeling good about the decisions that you're making. Now, in the bottom row here, you have the Seven of Cups, the World, and the Wheel of Fortune. So the Seven of Cups, that's a lot of confusion. This is the energy of being really lost, confused, and not being able to see things clearly. You know, and I feel, because you had the Seven of Wands jump at the beginning of the reading, there's something that's really, you know, on your mind about your relationship. You're really, you know, you're confused. You're really emotional. Things are changing right here with these two cards. These are two major arcanas about change. The Wheel of Fortune means that, you know, it's time for that wheel to turn for you when it comes to your love life. It's time for change for the better. It's time for movement. But first, you know, a chapter needs to end. The World. The World is all about endings, but also new beginnings. It's time for you to close, you know, that old door. And it could be a relationship that's not working, a relationship that's bringing you down, maybe disagreements in a relationship. The World just means an ending and a new beginning. The only way to get to that new beginning is closing the door to that old chapter. And it could be indecision about a person with the Seven of Cups, maybe even torn between two people. Sometimes with the Seven of Cups, there's so many choices that you're confused. Maybe some of you, you know, maybe you don't know how you feel about your partner anymore. The Seven of Cups can mean many different things. Let's get a few more cards for you to see what the rest of the message is. What other message is there for the sign of Aquarius for July? King of Pentacles. What other message is there for Aquarius? Ten of Cups. King of Cups. Interesting. There's two people. There's two people with the Ten of Cups in the middle. So it could have something to do with choices for you. There could be two people that, you know, you feel drawn to both of them. Remember that you did have, you know, the Two of Cups jump at the beginning of the reading. They also had the Seven of Wands. And you had an Earth, you had the Queen of Pentacles. Now you have the King. There is someone who is an Earth sign. So that would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Male or female, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Someone who's a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Male or female, Sun, Moon, or Rising. With a happily ever after in the middle, or just, you know, a lot of happiness. This can also be marriage or children. So it could be that, you know, there's a possibility of you finding happiness with either one of these people. Now, one of these people can be you if you have a moon or rising in an earth sign or a water sign, or it could be your partner. Or, you know, again, it's hard to say in a general reading. It could be that you're torn between two people and, you know, a marriage is at stake here. Either you finding happiness and marrying one of these people, or maybe you're already married but you're drawn to one of these people. either way, no matter what your story is, the Emperor is saying that you have to take control of the situation. Maybe there's someone interfering in your relationship. Maybe that's why you had the Seven of Wands, that confrontational energy. Maybe that's why in this row here, you know, there's a lot of work to do that involves you taking back your power with the Nine of Pentacles, you feeling good about the decisions that you're making. So, you know, I feel like for some of you there can be choices. There can be other people involved in whatever's going on in your love life right now. Let's get a few more cards from the confirmation deck. What other message is there for the sign of Aquarius? Page of Swords. What other message is there for the sign of Aquarius? Judgment. Six of Wands, which is a repeat card because it's right here from the other deck. What's the most important message that Aquarius needs to hear for July? And you have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is saying, listen to your intuition. The Hierophant is telling you that your intuition is correct, but this also is spiritual energy. This is a card of kindred spirits and soulmates. You know, and it could be that's why there's more than one person in this reading. You could really be feeling, you know, a pull towards someone, like this is the one, this is the person I should be with. But there could also be, you know, a lot of spiritual energy kind of bringing you and someone else together. Let's look at these three cards. First, this one, because I mean, this is a repeat card. As you can see here, you have the Six of Wands from the other deck. So repeat energy is always probably the most important thing that you need to hear. And the message is that there will be victory in your love life. You will get past any obstacles. And whether the obstacles are that someone's interfering in your relationship, or maybe, you know, that you're interested in more than one person, or there's, you know, a lot of confusion around your relationship. You don't really know what's going on, really emotional energy from the Seven of Cups. I mean, you're being told it's time for a new cycle in your love life. You know, it's time for something to end. It could be the relationship itself, but it could also be it's just time for the disagreements and the fighting to stop. Again, the energy of victory 2 times, getting past any obstacles. It's also time for the truth. You have the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords, you know, it's time for everyone to speak very, very honestly. The Page of Swords is this message that, you know, it's time for everyone to just speak bluntly and say what you need to say, get it over with. This leads to some type of major change with the Judgment card being here. If everyone's speaking the truth, Judgment is saying there could be a second chance for a relationship. So it could be, you know, that someone maybe is not being completely honest. And, you know, it's time for that truth to come out. It could even be you. Because, again, you have this kind of strange message. Let me move you this way. There's 2 people here with a marriage in the middle or a lot of happiness. But, you know, there is a message with the Page that, you know, someone needs to be completely honest in order for there to be a second chance. The Judgment card also has to do with, you know, a relationship surviving. This is, you know, a relationship rising from the ashes. It can happen. I mean, victory 2 times. If it seems like your relationship is doomed, if it seems like it's going to end, you're being told here with, you know, the Six of Wands 2 times and Judgment that it can survive, but it can only survive if everyone's being completely honest, with the Page of Swords being here. There has to be honest communication, and then there can be, you know, a second chance for you to work things out, a second chance for you to be together. But also, you know, strong message from the Emperor. It could be that, you know, you have to be the one to reach out. This is you taking control. Let's take a look at this reading one more time. So again, keep in mind, this is, you have to be the one to, it doesn't mean that you have to do everything. You can't change your partner's mind, especially if someone's no longer in your life. But it could be maybe that you're the one that has to reach out. Maybe you have something you need to say with the Page of Swords, because you did have the Seven of Wands jump for you. And you also start off with a message of communication, the Page of Wands. There is some type of communication. And again, the Page of Wands could also be that, you know, you are initiating the change. You are kind of looking for this relationship. You're looking to heal this relationship. That leads to victory and a new beginning. You know, a significant relationship is here for you with the Lovers card. You know, but I mean, look at this, 8 and 9 of Pentacles. There's a lot of work to do, and part of this involves you. And this involves you being happy, you know, with yourself, and you feeling good about the decisions that you're making. It could even be that there could be someone coming back into your life. That could be the good news that we see here. someone being completely honest. If you're taking somebody back from the past, I feel like you have to feel good about taking them back. If you feel awful and you feel like this person walked all over me, then that's not going to make you feel very good. The Knight of Pentacles is about you being very happy with where you are. There's the decisions that you're making. This has something to do with your love life. And again, like I said at the beginning of the reading, it could be that in order for your love life to fall into place, first you need to be happy. There's a lot of work to do for you to get here. But it is time for big changes in your love life. It's time for, a new cycle. And it's time for things to shift, to finally move, to change from this energy of confusion and not knowing. You have the energy of victory 2 times in this reading. This is you getting past all obstacles. And there can be, with this side of the reading over here, there can be 2 people. This can be you and your partner, but it could also be someone, kind of getting in the way of your relationship. So, I feel like, I do see a lot of love in this reading, new beginnings. 2 pages here means that communication is very important when it comes to your love life in July. Really speaking the truth. I feel like some of you could be receiving good news. Some of you are really feeling drawn to someone with the Hierophant. Really feeling like this is the one. This is a kindred spirit, a soulmate. But again, you have to take control. And it could be that maybe you have to try to get close to this person. You have to be the first one to speak up. The Emperor saying in July, you have to take control of anything that has to do with your love life. Okay, Aquarius, this has been your love reading for July 2018. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next month.